Hi Demetrius. So in this video, I'll explain what are the changes that I have created on the front end, and there are certain changes in the workflow to allow you to add custom formulas on the eFront. Because what happens earlier, the tool adds formula on the eFront, and when you add your custom formula, it gets overwritten, and one of the requirement was to not make the macro or the tool to overwrite your custom formulas. So I have made some changes for that. Let me explain that. I have added one more button on the settings sheet and named it as prepare efront. So you know you know this already, but let me explain this about each button. So clean sheet cleans or removes data from every sheet in this template, and clean allocation and efront is it clears your allocation table from all sheets, and it also clears column BA to the last column in the efront sheet. And prepare efront, it just takes the raw data from cash, sales and balance and populates the efront. Create allocation, again this will clean all your allocation table from all sheets and prepares the your allocation table. Now what happens is when you click on the prepare efront, after it load the raw data, you have to click on the prepare efront, and of course you have to select the fund type and click on prepare efront. This will prepare the efront, and you will receive a notification saying you can go ahead and add your custom formulas. Once you finalize the efront, you can then come and create allocation for sheets, and then once you click on the print and select the investor to prepare the PDF, the this create allocation module will alone run, thereby your custom formulas will stay as it is. Unless and until you clear the efront, those custom formulas will stay as it is. Okay, so now let me go ahead and click on create clean allocation and efront. So now if you look here, the your allocation data is empty, and every sheet has only the fund total. Let's look at the efront. So on the efront also, if you see here, column BA to the last column has been cleared. Now let's go back to the settings sheet, right? Prepare efront. Now it says efront is ready. If you want, you can now change formulas in efront. Please note, after updating formula, you have to click the button fill down formula that's available on efront. Let me show you that. Go to efront. You could see columns B through the last column are populated with cash flow and other data, and so instead of this, what I'm going to do, I'm also going to type in, so my formula is now AU4 into 3, whereas earlier it was just AU4. Now I have made a custom formula AU4 into 3, right? Or let's say, and I have to, because I changed the formula on one of the cell, I have to click the fill down formula. Now the formula will be copied across all rows that's available on the eFront. So if you look here, it has been applied on all other rows. Now my eFront is ready. Go to settings sheet, click on create allocation. This will create your allocation table. Now let's go back and check. Right now, if you see here, on certain sheets, the page break is not proper, because if you see here, the page break appears somewhere in between the year allocation table, and for the sales proceeds, you could see the whole data is available in the page one, and for balance sheet property, You could see the page 2 starts somewhere in between the year allocation table. Let's continue with this format and try printing for two clients, two investors. So as you could see from the message here, we selected two and one PDF got published and the tool is preparing the second PDF. Okay, so PDF files are ready. Now, as we saw and as we expected, you could see the page break is not proper here because it's appearing somewhere between the year allocation table. Also, you could see the whole data appears on the single page, which is okay. But um, in case if we wanted to split this, we want to add a page break before the year allocation because we have too many columns and too many rows here. And again, in this page, the year allocation table is getting split across page 1 and page 2. Everything else looks fine, including the notes and everything. Now let's go ahead and fix them, right? So cash flow, uh, in case if your page is looking like this, just click on this button and then so this is completely on page 1. I want to add a page break here, so I'll select a row or just a cell and then go to page layout and then click on insert page break. So now every year allocation data is on page 2. So you could see page 2 is starting somewhere between the year allocation table, so I'm adjusting that. So page 2 has only the year allocation. Now let's go ahead and print it, add it. So the tool is preparing the PDF. Okay. So it has been prepared. Now this is the latest file. Let's check this. So everything looks good. Now if you see here, the page break that we changed worked, and your allocation data moved to the second page. And here earlier it was every data was on single page. As we did changes, as we introduced a new page break, the your allocation got moved to the second page. And the fund total again on this sheet, the fund total and year allocation were messed up, but after we adjusted the page break, the fund total is on page 1 and year allocation is on page 2. So I have tested this. As you saw, we tested the page break functionality and it works perfectly well on the PDF files. So test this again. I'll be sending this latest template. Also try the new workflow where with which you can use custom formulas on the eFront. Test this. Meanwhile, today I'll review the other formulas that you have sent and I'll prepare an estimate to share it with you.